Alrighty, so this is putting a little small kink in the plans. The bench seat doesn't come apart super easily, so I'm asking a buddy to come help me out. We're going to go ahead and bring this whole thing out as one piece. But for another view of the interior, this is why I'm redoing the seat leathers. Pretty much you can see ripped there. This is obviously shot to crap. And then the new dash is going to replace what is basically a non-existent dash. So definitely making some progress. Once this is out of the way, my plan is to bring this inside and disassemble it as I need to and redo everything here. And after that's happening, we're going to go ahead and pull this dash out. It's actually not a super hard process. There's some bolts there. Centerpiece has to come out, and there's some on the far side. And then a few, I don't know, we'll figure it out. Steering column has to come unbolted to the dash and drop down. And then we actually have to remove the whole dash in order to do the dash cap. I've heard you can get away without removing the whole thing, but I want to pull the whole thing off so I can check all the AC lines and make sure everything is good. So that's currently what the plan is right now. But I mean, it's not a bad little truck. Just definitely needs some work. Could definitely use a solid amount of detailing up in here and everything. So we'll get it taken care of. It looks worse on camera than it is in real life, in all honesty. But yeah, definitely it's got potential. It just needs to be, I don't know, just some time and money needs to get thrown at it. All right, so we're inside the house right now, and I'm going ahead and taking care of this. This is the old one. I already have it torn apart. The old bracket, so on the new one right now, is held on by 4 bolts. One in each corner. Comes off super easy with the chair up. You can definitely do it with the chair down, but I'm also doing the back one, so I take it all off. Anyway, so what I was going to try and do is save the seat warmers out of here, but they are super disintegrated, as you can see. This is one of the backings. This is the coil. And the way Dodge did it is they actually have one seat warmer per, like, they have one for here, one for here, one for there. And they're actually integrated into the seat. So I'm going to lose that functionality, but honestly I don't really care that much because, I mean, it's just a seat warmer. The ones in the old truck kind of work sometimes. And, like, it's nice. I may come back later and put in an aftermarket one that sits underneath the whole thing, just against the foam. Actually, notice this now. It is definitely not integrated, so it is what it is. This is an aftermarket one. Got these off eBay. But so that's what we're doing right now. So as far as, so the original one is held on by these little metal rings right here. I'm not in the mood to try and mess with those. So I use the same thing. I poked little holes in there and I use zip ties to hold it in, which should do the trick just fine. It's nothing crazy. Snipped them. And then on the sides here, all we have is Velcro. So I'm going to get this thing laid over flat and then push this down. And then after that, I'll go ahead and show you once that's in. So as you can see, this is with it on. This is not all the way on yet because I'm about to show you. This is the part that sucks about this whole process more than anything else. You got to get all these to latch this direction around each one of these pieces all the way around. So there's literally no easy way to do this. I found the best way is put all my weight on one corner, squish down the foam, and then get it to latch, and then continue all the way around. So this is going to suck. Could take a minute, could take 10 minutes. I don't really know. But that's kind of the next task at hand. So once we get this on, get it back on the seat, and then continue. So actually, good news for Dodge. This was way easier to get on the Avalanches, because these just literally clip right on. The ones the last truck I did, you had to like fold this under and then get this whole thing to come up another ½ inch. So I will take this as a win. Hell yeah. But yeah, check it out. That's our new seat pretty much. Looking mint. This thing is done and trash. So I'm not even gonna worry about that. That's just going in the trash. It's gross. So time to go ahead and get the seat back up here and see how we can do the backing. Alrighty guys, it was the next day, and I finished getting the seats back together. I wound up not filming anymore because it was getting late. I was working downstairs, and there was other people in the house. It was kind of rude. So honestly, it's super easy, guys. I'll go over it once we get these back in the truck, everything you need to do. However, today is another day. It is hot in Florida. I'm going to flip you guys around and show you what's going on. Alright, so this is what the seat's at. Carpets are definitely in pretty poor shape, but that's not really a big deal. I'm probably going to put WeatherTech floor mats down. That's all under the seats. You'll never see these things anyway, so I don't really care that much. Anyway, what we're doing is, as you can see, my dash is literally disintegrated. I mean, this stuff just, well, yeah, it just comes right up. So, anyway, I'll pick that up later. what we're going to do is go ahead and pull this dash out. I just disconnected the battery because the airbag does have to come out. And we're going to go ahead and do a bunch of stuff, actually. So, if you're not aware, some of the common problems with the Dodge is the heater cores like to go out. I don't know if mine is. The floor was a little damp when I picked it up, so it's very possible it's leaking a little bit. But I was like, screw it, bought a new heater core. We have, that right there is the AC... That right there is the AC blend, or not AC blend door, and AC fan. Occasionally it doesn't work. You got to tap it and it turns on, so it's a sign of a failing motor, so I have a new one of those. Our dash doesn't hook into anything right here because all the clips that it clips into are broken and missing from this piece. So I have a new dash pad. That's the overall end goal. And then my AC lines somewhere for the vacuum line to be able to switch the blend doors from top to bottom to front. Are not working. I've had it come out of the front like twice, I think, and both times by accident. Somehow it just worked. So there's obviously a vacuum leak somewhere in here. I've never messed with this system, so I'm gonna have to pull that out as well. So the Dodge is gonna be down, hopefully not for any longer than today, but if it is longer than today, so be it. With the seats out, I figured I have a lot of room to work in here, so it'll be easier. And that's the plan, guys. So lots to come for the Dodge for sure. This is pretty much going to spruce up everything on the interior. I'm doing a radio install with the one I just put in the Avalanche, pulled it back out before I sold it. I'm doing my brake controller because that one, I don't understand how it works. It's old. I like the one that I have a lot better. And I think that's about it. I might be putting a few more random parts in here. Have my scan gauge from the Avalanche as well, although with those gauges up there, I don't really know what else I need to monitor. But I might throw it up there to monitor engine codes if anything pops up or whatever. I don't know yet, guys. So this is not going to be a how-to on how to do this stuff. I've come to the realization there are much better videos out on this. This is my first time doing it. What I am going to do is throw you guys on time-lapse so you can see the dash get pulled out. And then I'll walk you through stuff that I find, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the plan. Alrighty, so as you can see, the dash is literally all over the place. I couldn't get it all the way out because I didn't realize that all the gauge wires on that side, actually, they ran them really irritating. Some of them go behind this thing, some of them go all over the place. So they're not quick disconnects. There's no way to really get those out without chopping wires, and I'm not really in the mood to do that. So I'm just going to work on it from here. I think I have enough room to access everything. Obviously, the dash is completely shot at this point. These are all the old pieces. Don't worry, there's a new one coming in. That's what I'm trying to fix right now. So this is my recirc door, and then I have another one over there, and that is for either to blow up at the top, or if this moves like so, it'll come out the front. So I've been trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this thing because I've been having problems, and I pulled off my blend door, I guess, vacuum actuator. I don't know what the heck you call this, but I want to show you an example real quick of what I'm talking about. So if I push this thing down and put my thumb over this, yeah, there's a real pain in the butt to do with one hand. Hold up. All right, long story short, I can put my finger over this hole, and when I push this open and then stop that vacuum line up, which is what it's supposed to do, this thing will stay wide open. It doesn't shrink back down. This one, however, if I push it all the way down, which I can do pretty easily, so push it all the way down, oh my gosh, there we go, it's all the way down, actuated, put my thumb over it, comes right back up on its own. So that means there's a hole in this little vacuum bag, or whatever you want to call it, in here, and that's why it will not shift from the top ends down to the bottom. So right now I'm trying to figure out what part number this is before I go ahead and put this back together, because I'm going to be replacing that for sure. This is the heater core in here. I'm fairly confident this is still a stock heater core. Whether it's actually leaking or not is yet to be determined. However, I do have a new one that's going to be going in anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. With the dash this far out, it should be pretty easy to pull out, allegedly. Although I've seen a lot of people, what they'll do is to take off these little brackets. They'll actually cut the pipes, I believe, right here, and then slide it out, wiggle the pipes out, because the new pipes on the new ones are actually movable, so you can get them in here. Not sure how that's going to work just yet, but that's not really what I'm focused on. Right now I'm trying to get this AC thing back together. Then we're going to work on the heater core. I have a blower motor, which you can kind of see. There's the, well, you can't really see crap past my finger, but there's a blower in there. And I know that thing's kind of on its way out, so I'm going to be replacing all this stuff. But yeah, guys, that's just kind of the update of where we're at right now. For right now, I'm going to try and source this new thing, and then we're going to keep working. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end it off here for now. It's pretty much getting a little late in the day. Found out my blower motor was making funny noises. I still am putting a new one in there, but I was looking through the flap. It's actually got a bunch of leaves somehow. It looks like I honestly have no clue how they got in there. So that's going to get replaced. Heater core is going to be next on the list. The reason I'm stopping here and I'm not really going any further is because right now, without the cover in place, I actually have pretty good access back there. And I'm just going to leave it off for now until I can get my new blend door actuator. I really don't know what to call this thing. It's like a vacuum door actuator thing. Basically the thing that goes right there and moves that flap back and forth. So it literally looks just like this. And once that gets done, or that comes in, it's going to be about a week from now. We'll go ahead and put it all back together. But in the meantime, I'm just kind of knocking out small stuff here and there. So I think heater core is going to be next on the list. Heater core and the AC door right there, or the AC motor. Yeah, so that's about that. My wheel bearings for the Mustang just came in a little while ago. We'll see how the weather holds up tomorrow. It's supposed to be raining here tomorrow and the day after, which kind of blows my weekend to pieces. So if it's not raining, then I'm going to do wheel bearings. If it is raining, then I guess I'm just going to have to hold off and wait a little longer. Yeah, guys, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry I was kind of all over the place. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to film this thing. Yep, so I will catch you guys in the next one.